Call the meeting, January 11, 2018 meeting of the Pickens County Board of Education to order. And let's stand for invocation and pledge of allegiance. Most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we're very thankful for your love. We're thankful for this time of the year that, Lord, we just pray that you would lead, guide, and direct us. I pray for each board member tonight, and each person is here. And Lord, I just pray that you give them wisdom and insight. And Lord, that this is just the best year that we possibly have for Pickens County and our citizens, our students. And we just give you the praise and the honor and glory. For these things we ask in thy holy name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would entertain a motion at this moment for approval of our agenda as submitted.
Make a motion that we approve the agenda as submitted.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor? Say 5-0 vote. And now we'll move to next thing on the agenda is selection of the school board chairman for this next year. I would entertain motions for nominations for school board chairman.
I'd like to nominate Daniel Bell for this coming school year, school board chair.
I'll second.
Second. Are there any other nominations? I would entertain a motion that the nominations be closed.
Make a motion that the nominations be closed.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. Let's vote on sole person. All those in favor of Mr. Bell being chairman for this next school year, raise your hand. All those opposed? Sorry. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman. It is now your meeting.
Next item will be the selection of vice chair. I'll open the floor for nominations for vice chair.
I'd like to nominate Gilleland Lewis for vice chair.
Are there any other nominations? I hear a motion for the nominations for vice chair be closed.
I move that the nominations be closed for vice chair.
Motion by Ms. Finley. I hear a second.
I'll second.
Ms. Wyatt. Any discussion? All those in favor to close nominations? 5-0. Gets us to the vote. All those in favor of Delane Lewis being vice chair for 2018? 4. Opposed? 1 abstained. Delane is the vice chair for 2018. Next item will be to go into executive session. I'll make a move that we go into executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent, and to consult and meet with legal counsel pertaining to pending or potential litigation, settlement, claims, administrative proceedings, or other judicial actions brought or to be brought by or against the school district or an officer or employee, or in which the officer or employee may be directly involved. Here a second.
Second.
Second by Mrs. White. Any discussion? All in favor? 5, none opposed. Motion carries. At 6:39 PM, a motion was made by Mr. Long, seconded by Mrs. White, to come out of executive session. No action was taken. Do I hear a motion to approve the executive session minutes as read?
Make a motion to approve the executive session minutes as read. I'll second.
Motion by Mrs. White, seconded by Mrs. Lewis. Oh, you said it. I'm sorry.
You got to squeak a little louder.
Nobody's ever tells me.
What if the frogs do
Second by Mrs. Finley. Any discussion? All in favor? 5, none opposed, motion carries. Next item be the approval of personnel. I hear a motion to approve the personnel action report as presented.
I make a motion to approve the personnel action report as presented.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Lewis, seconded by Mr. Long. Any discussion? All in favor? 5-0, motion carries. Next will be superintendent reports.
Mr. Chairman, Ms. Smith, for our financial.
Reviewing our general fund as of January 9th, we have collected 61.11% of our budgeted revenue. And just always draw your attention to that top line, ad valorem taxes. We're at an 85.85% collection at this time, so that's actually very good. Of course, we are hopeful that we will get closer to the 100% as the next few months pass. We've expended 37.96% of our budgeted expenditures. Everything is running on track. We will, at some point this year, we have made several changes over the course of the year since we set the budget, so we will probably bring a budget amendment in the next couple of months. We're not at the point where we have to yet, but we will be bringing one before the end of the fiscal year. And go to this lost. Okay. For the month of December, we collected $579.65 in splost revenue. Of course, that very small amount is just a residual due from a prior time period. So our main splost revenue was $395,588.33. Love that amount. Don't know what it's from. Department of Revenue doesn't share that information with me. But any sales in the county that are splost identified sales drive that up. So we do have, it looks like a lot of local spending going on, and I'm not surprised that that's going on in the month of December, November and December. We had no checks that were issued for a month and earned interest of $1,776.79 in interest, bringing our balance at the end of December to $9,314,824.39. And just to show you where we are overall in this collection, we're only 11 months in because the first collection was actually in February. So, but you see that average, we're eking on up. Actually, I had a conversation with someone from the county government level, and of course they are seeing this reflection too in their SPLOST. So our average is almost up to $377,000. From about a year ago, it was only around 340s. So it is continuing to go up. I do think it reflects that there is a change in the economy, and we'll take it and we'll use it wisely. And do y'all have any questions? That's all I have.
Thank you, Amy. Next, Ms. Cantrell.
Now you can hear me. This is the dropout report for the end of December. If you'll notice, the number is 12. And I would like to make, there's been one correction to that. We do have one of our seniors that has now enrolled in the Mountain Education Center, so we're now at 11. So just make note of that. And if Do you have any questions before I move on to the attendance? Okay. Everybody, this is a big drum roll. I know that this is huge, but Pickens High School, Chris Wallace, come on up and receive the attendance banner. And Tony Young, would you like to come up and help Mr. Wallace hold the banner? And I'm looking at the, Ms. Martha, what is that percentage? 95.98. 95.98.
That's amazing. That's great.
So that's awesome. Great job.
Anyone more? Thanks.
And Mr. Wallace, we know you're going to secure that somewhere at the high school so that it doesn't get windblown, correct? There you go. Also would like to make one other correction. If you go back to Pickens County Middle School, it's at 93.94%. It's 94.13. We had one student that was actually classified as hospital homebound. Therefore, the attendance did not count against the school. So that did make a change. So I wanted to clarify that. Every little bit helps, right? Ms. Fowler? Okay. And then for the staff attendance. For the high staff attendance, what can I say? Pickens High School is on a roll. Chris Wallace, come back up again and receive another award for the high staff attendance, 96.89%.
Thank you.
Where you getting out, though?
Excited about that.
All right, so big celebration for Pickens High School. Do you have any questions of my reports tonight? Well, I mean, 2 at one time. I think this was a record breaker. So congratulations. Thank you.
It was really, really cold.
A lot of stuff's happened. Snowed in Florida. Georgia.
Froze over.
Operations and construction, Mr. Stacy.
Got me confused tonight. I started to turn the lights off when y'all walked out of that room over there. It was time to go home. We come back this new year with a pretty cold start to the year, but we were fortunate. You know, last year I came up here and told you how many busted pipes we had. We didn't have any this year, so guys did a good job. They just extra looking and work and making sure everything was closed up and sealed up, which I'm proud of them. It was a job. Transportation, we'll have our next training class scheduled for the January 22nd to the 26th. We've got 2 applicants involved right now. Our SRO report, 2 males arrested for affray or fighting, and JMS, 2 males arrested for illegal drugs. Truancy, we had 19 citations issued for parent responsibility. Food service, today was Happy National Milk Day. They celebrated that, I guess, at the schools. And we had you've seen the report on TV with the E. coli breakout with romaine lettuce. We pulled that. We don't have any in the schools right now until they come up with a solution, what happened, what went on. So other than that, that's all I've got.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman.
Next item will be action items.
Mr. Chairman, as I know we're having our policy manual that we introduced at the last meeting laying on the table, I would like to recommend that we continue that process and actually have a budget workshop next week to discuss those policies before they're voted on.
Policy workshop, right?
Policy workshop.
Amy's like, please don't do new budget
Did I
workshop.
say budget? Budget policy. Sorry, Amy.
Okay. So we basically will just lay this back on the table. Do I hear a motion to lay the current policies that are on the table, continue this on?
I'll make a motion that we
future time.
leave the policies on the table so we can have our meeting to go through these again.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. White, seconded by Mr. Long. Any discussion? All in favor? 5, none opposed. Motion carries. Next will be the approval of the superintendent evaluation. I'll speak on that. A few months ago, we actually had an evaluation that we had that we sort of called off approving. A lot of times our superintendent evaluations are somewhat generic, and what we want to do is spend a little more time getting an evaluation that had more substance as compared to like our strategic labor contract and stuff like that, stuff that we're bound by. So after we have worked on that a substantial amount, I think that we've got something there pretty good to work with. It's going to probably coincide really nice with a strategic plan, which we'll be looking at obviously coming up really soon, trying to mesh those two together. Obviously, anytime we got a plan and you got processes in place to meet your goals and objectives that you put in that plan, keeps people from scratching their head about what direction the district is going. So, and I actually, I'm going to make a motion that we approve that template, but I found just a couple of grammatical errors that have no substance to the actual core of the evaluation. So I'm going to make a motion that we approve that with some grammatical corrections. I missed it 100 times I read it and caught it on the last day, but I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Seconded by Mrs. White. Any discussion? All in favor? 5, none opposed. Motion carries. Next item will be approval of minutes from the October 12th call board meeting and the November 2nd emergency meeting. I hear a motion. Was that 15
15, 12, 21.
I got the wrong thing up there. Sorry. What's your 12?
12, 14, 12, 21.
Yeah, it's the regular board meeting and the call meeting.
Right. I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the 12-14 regular board meeting and the 12-21 call board meeting.
Motion by Mr. Long,
Second. I'll second.
second by Mrs. Lewis. Any discussion on that? All in favor? 5-0. Motion carries. Next will be approval of surplus. Make sure I have that one correct. What that is, some obsolete or non-functional items and books from JMS. Is that correct?
That's what the majority of them
I hear a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to approve the surplus property request form from JMS.
Motion by Mrs. White,
Second.
second by Mr. Long. Any discussion? All in favor? 5, none opposed. Motion carries.
I'm sure we're fine getting rid of the VHS and the film strip viewer.
I was concerned about the stereo boom box.
You're in surplus now. You like it?
Yeah.
Work out a deal.
I want the film strip viewer.
Next item will be board comments. Any board comments? I will,
Thanks for all you do.
Thanks, everybody, for coming.
I will make a comment here, starting out this year. Obviously, every 2 years, we have a rotation of new board chairs positions being opened up. And this is, obviously, it seemed like months ago when Delaney and I, of course, that was Byron's turn too, his term. And it just went by fast, very fast. And for those seeking to a re-election, we have to do that by March to qualify to get on the ballot. But I'm announcing that I will not be seeking re-election. So that will allow, if anybody's interested, it gives them a tough time between now and March to put their name in the hat there and think about it before time to sign up. So I miss getting to spend some time doing science projects and social studies project with my kids. So it's a lot of time you spend here. But I got this year, so I'll be here this year for sure. But that's as of now. I won't be.
Well, it's good you're the board chair, so if anybody has any comments or complaints, just direct them to Dan.
Any other comments? Next item is to adjourn. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Absolutely, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Long, second.
It is 7 o'clock, guys.
Yeah.
Second by Mrs.
6:58.
Long. Any discussion? All in favor?
Good job.
Fine, none opposed.